The old man had been watching him for 20 minutes. Kevin didn't notice. He was too busy rereading the email on his phone, the one he'd sent that morning, the one that said he wasn't coming. Arthur picked up his coffee, said nothing. He'd seen this before. Not this man specifically, but this particular kind of stuck. The kind where a man has every tool he needs and cannot move. Where the problem isn't ability, isn't intelligence, isn't even fear. It's something quieter than all of that. He watched Kevin stare at the phone, watched him put it face down, watched him pick it up again. Arthur leaned forward. "You missed it," he said, "didn't you? It wasn't a question. Stay with me." Because what Arthur said next, in just a few minutes on that park bench, is going to change the way you think about every goal you have ever walked away from. Kevin's clients never saw the real picture. They saw the confident coach with the perfect program and the motivating words. They did not see the abandoned meal plans in his kitchen drawer. The running schedule restarted 17 times in 1 year. The journal still blank on his nightstand after 3 months. They did not see the business plan for his own training studio, half written on his laptop for 8 months, untouched since March. They did not see Kevin at midnight staring at the ceiling, asking the same question over and over. I tell people every day that consistency is everything. So why can I not be consistent for myself? His father, Raymond, a retired high school coach who spent 30 years teaching young athletes that how you do anything is how you do everything, visited one Sunday, walked through the apartment, saw the blank journal, the unfinished plan, the running shoes by the door, clean, never used. He sat down and said, "Son, your clients are becoming who you teach them to be. When are you going to become it yourself?" Kevin looked away. "I am working on it." His father looked at him the way only a man who has coached thousands of people can look at someone. Working on it is where dreams retire. Then he left. 3 weeks later, Kevin received the opportunity of his career. A regional fitness organization was hosting its first trainer showcase. Personal trainers evaluated on client results and their own professional standards. The winner would receive funding to open their own facility, his own studio, the one he had been planning for 8 months without finishing the plan. Kevin registered immediately. 3 months to prepare. His clients were thrilled. His sessions were electric. For the first 3 weeks, he was unstoppable. Business plan progressing, running every morning, tracking every meal. Then a new certification course appeared online. Just a quick detour, he told himself. It will make the business plan stronger. The certification took 2 weeks. The running stopped. The meal tracking stopped. The plan sat untouched. Then a client needed extra sessions. Then a family obligation. Then he was tired. Then it was raining. 3 months disappeared. The morning of the showcase, Kevin stood in front of his mirror in his gym clothes. Business plan still unfinished. Personal metrics worse than when he registered. Nothing new to show. He drove to the venue anyway. He sat in the parking lot for 20 minutes, watching other trainers walk in with folders and confidence and the quiet energy of people who had prepared. He put his hand on the door handle. Then he drove home. He did not go in. That evening, he sat surrounded by every half-finished thing he owned. The journal, the business plan, the abandoned certification, the reading list untouched for months. For the first time in his adult life, Kevin Marshall cried. Not because he had failed once, but because he had given everything to other people's finishing lines and had never once crossed one of his own. He said it out loud to the empty apartment. I am a fraud. I know everything about discipline, and I have none of it for myself. The next morning, Kevin went to the park. He sat on a bench near the running path. After a while, he noticed an old man running. Not fast, not impressively, steadily, methodically, with a quiet focus impossible to look away from. At least 75 years old, small frame, white hair, worn running shoes that had clearly covered thousands of miles. He completed his loop and slowed near Kevin's bench. Kevin said without planning to, "How long have you been running?" The old man sat down, caught his breath. 52 years. Kevin stared. Every single day since I was 23. Rain, heat, sickness, grief, every day. Kevin shook his head. How do you do that for 52 years? The old man, whose name was Arthur, looked at the path. Let me ask you something. Have you ever run a marathon? Kevin nodded. Twice. Which mile is the hardest? Kevin answered immediately. Miles 18 to 22. The wall. When your body wants to stop and the finish line feels impossible. Arthur nodded. Every goal has a wall. Not just marathons. Business plans, fitness programs, new habits. Every worthwhile thing a person tries to build has miles 18 to 22. Most people train for the start. They prepare for mile 1. They imagine the finish line, but nobody prepares for the wall. So when it comes, and it always comes, they stop. They tell themselves the goal was wrong. The timing was wrong. They will start again when conditions are better. But here is what 52 years taught me. The wall is not a sign to stop. The wall is the race. Everything before it is the warm-up. Everything after is the victory lap. The real race, the only race that matters, happens at the wall. Kevin sat very still. You do not push through the wall with motivation, Arthur continued. Motivation is long gone by mile 18. You push through with one decision, made before you ever start. I will finish this. Not if I feel like it. Not if conditions are perfect. I will finish this. He stood slowly. I have one practice that has kept me running for 52 years. Every morning before I leave the house, I say 3 words out loud. Kevin looked at him. Today I finish. Not today I start. Not today I try. Today I finish. Whatever is in front of me, I finish it. The wall only falls when you decide, before you reach it, that you are going to finish anyway. He nodded once and walked back to the path. That evening, Kevin opened his laptop, said 3 words to his empty apartment. Today I finish. 1 section. 2 hours. Done. The next morning he ran. Not far, not fast. He finished the loop. Day 5. A new certification appeared in his email. He looked at it, closed it, opened the plan. Today I finish. Day 9. Legs tired, standing at his door in his running shoes for 4 minutes. Today I finish. He ran. Day 14. Business plan complete. 41 pages. Printed, held in both hands. He sat at the kitchen table and understood for the first time what his clients felt when they crossed goals he had pushed them toward. He had been giving that feeling away for years. He had never let himself have it. Journal finished within 30 days. Certification completed in 3 weeks. Running unbroken for 60 days. 3 months later, Kevin walked into the next trainer showcase with 41 pages and 60 days of his own data. He placed third, but standing on that stage, having finished everything he said he would finish, Kevin Marshall felt something he had been handing to other people his entire career. He felt like himself. One of the judges pulled him aside. "Your plan is one of the most complete submissions we have seen. Are you seriously considering opening a facility?" Kevin looked at him. "I am not considering it. I am finishing it." My friend, Kevin's story is not about fitness. It is about every one of us who knows exactly what to do and cannot make ourselves do it consistently. 3 truths from Arthur's 52 years. First, the wall is the race. Every goal you have abandoned, you left it at the wall, the boring middle where excitement is gone. That is not the signal to stop. That is where the real work begins. Second, motivation is a visitor. Decision is a resident. Motivation leaves you at the wall every time. What carries you through is a decision made before you started. I will finish this, not if I feel like it. I will finish this. Third, today I finish. 3 words. Every morning, before your phone, before anything. Look at the one thing in front of you and say it out loud. Today I finish. Not the whole dream. Just today. Just the one thing. Because the person who finishes the thing in front of them today and tomorrow and the day after does not need motivation. They have something better, a track record of finishing. Here is your challenge. Find the one unfinished thing sitting at the wall. Go to it today. Say 3 words. Today I finish for 30 days. Because the moment you finish one thing, you prove to yourself what Kevin proved on that stage, that you were never someone who could not finish. You were just someone who had not yet decided to. Today, that changes. Share this with one person who has a dream collecting dust. Drop a comment. What is the one thing you are going to finish in the next 30 days? Until then, stop standing at the wall. The finish line is closer than you think.